My CPU temperature was over 50. My CPU temperature.
For a gaming PC, what are the ideal temperatures for a CPU and a GPU? I'm gonna make this as basic as possible, but please research your individual components alongside of what I'm about to say. And remember, there is a huge difference between temperature spikes and sustained average temperatures. If your CPU spikes up to 90 degrees one time, it's not the end of the world as long as it just doesn't stay there. So for idling temperatures, which means your computer is not doing anything at all, usually you'll want the CPU and GPU to be in either the 20s or the low to mid 30s. When gaming, if they're hanging out around the 70s or even the high 70s, I'd consider that perfectly fine. But if they're consistently in the 80s, then I'd start to investigate. Now, it all depends on your case's airflow setup and how hot your individual components get. Your GPU averaging 85 degrees under full load may be perfectly fine, but at that temperature, I'd at least recommend checking it out to make sure your setup has everything done correctly. And remember, for gaming PCs, we're always using Celsius, not freedom fighting. For a gaming PC, what are the ideal temperatures for a CPU and a...
Lately, we've been hearing a lot.
My CPU temperature was over 50 degrees Celsius at idle, so I went to edit power plan, advanced power settings, then I changed the power state to 1% on battery and plugged in. Hit apply, then my temps were in the low 30s. No impact on everyday performance. Maybe this will work for you. My CPU temperature was over 50 degrees Celsius at idle, so I went to edit power plan.
Hey, what's going on everyone? Jay's 2 cents here, and recently in the video that I did where I showed you my buddy's water cooling loop, I kind of took you along on a real quick, high-level, dirty undervolting of the Intel CPU so that we could get the 13900K temperature somewhat under control. And many of you said, Jay, please do a full tutorial on XTU. Well, I'm not going to do a full tutorial on the Extreme Tuning Utility by Intel, but I will give you enough information so that you can start going in and tuning your voltage and not have to worry about all the extra fluff that's in that application so that you can get your temperatures under control without too much confusion.